I am a normal guy. We are a grassroots movement. I'm doing this for the future of my son and for the future of my family and bigger family, our people. I'm not scared at all. If you are scared, if you are a chicken, they will kill you, they will throw you out. People died in Romania to have democracy, to have free elections. And now some sort of dictators tell us who can be a candidate and who cannot, depending on their public statements. So you must have your say and you must fight for what is right. Everybody has the right to think however they want. The solution is to have a ceasefire, to stop unnecessary civilian deaths. I think the enemy is not an external threat, but inside. Respect for my people and for common sense. It is important that the Romanian people are respected worldwide because we are hardworking, we are hospitable people, and we want to be treated as equal by the other European and free world nations.
So, Mr. Simion, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for inviting me.
So, I want to get to know the person behind the politician. Yeah, all the interviews I've seen with you, it's all about, they always want to talk about December and about the stats and figures of the election. I want to find out why you are who you are. So, why are you doing this? Why do you want to be president?
Because I enlisted for a political career. I am here as a politician, even if I hated with all my guts politics. I was disappointed because things were going in the wrong direction in Romania under all aspects. And at 33, I started a political party. Now I'm 38 years old, and I have a big chance to become the next president because, as me, many other Romanians are fed up with how things are going in Romania.
So would you say this feels more like your duty rather than you want to do it? You'd rather just be a normal guy living at home with your wife and kids?
At home, having the freedom dream I had in my youth, because we wanted to be in the 90s like the Americans, like the Brits, like the French, like the Western world. And all of a sudden, when I grew up, we discovered that something was fishy also in the Western world. First they took over your universities, then they took over your politics and your public policies. So yes, I'm here to do what's correct, what is to do for common sense. I am here because things were bad and we will correct them. And we are socially conservative people, we the Romanians. We believe in God, and God is guiding our steps in this world to lead Romania into the path of common sense and normality.
So when you set up your party in 2019, I mean, after COVID and all that, it feels like a long time ago, but it actually wasn't that long ago. Did you ever in your wildest dreams think that, you know, here we are the day before the election, you are the front runner, you are, right now as the polls suggest, you are the most popular choice. Did you ever think you would actually be in this position now?
Of course, when you start a race, you want to be the best.
But I mean in 2019, did you not just want to be like an agitator?
It was unbelievable then, but of course everybody thinks about this when joining politics, to be number one. It was a huge surprise for everybody that after 1 year since we started the party, we managed to enter the parliament with 10% of the votes. It was incredible back then. And we were full of surprises. Everybody thinks we have a secret recipe, but we just worked, tried to figure out how to convince people, and we took our job seriously, and it worked. We are here, and we are winners, not for us, because if you put yourself before others, you will not prevail. We will win this for the Romanian people. People have a sixth sense, and they feel that we are the good choice, despite all the mainstream media lying about us.
You mentioned there a secret recipe. The way you are with people, so I've watched you on the street, followed you as you've done some of your campaigning. You're not like other politicians. You come across as we'd say in the UK, a normal bloke. So following George around the city as he speaks to voters and everyday people, it's hard not to like the man. He's got this charismatic smile, this glint in his eye, he commands a respect without having to raise his voice.
Yep.
Like you have a cheeky smile, laugh with them, or if somebody gives you abuse, you might just kind of like bat it off. You're not like the others where they come across as robots. Is that a choice? Do you kind of go, I'm going to campaign today as just a normal guy. I want to be like you.
I am a normal guy. We are a grassroots movement. And to be honest, I love walking with normal people. Talking with people, I get my energy because everybody is asking me, where do you take your energy? It's from the sun, it's from God, and it's from the people I meet, because they give me this sense of energy.
And you mentioned then about following you in your campaign. It seems so surreal that you come across as a normal guy, but I've never seen a man campaign and manage to speak to people whilst his wife's on the phone saying, because you're at a market saying, oh, you need to get this, you need to get that.
Yeah.
Does your family drive you to want to be a politician, or does it actually kind of make you think, like, do you not think, I'm upsetting powerful people, maybe for the sake of my family I should step back? Does it not concern you, or does that drive you more?
I'm doing this for the future of my son and for the future of my family and bigger family, our people. So I'm not scared. My wife knew where she enlisted by marrying me. I was like this all of my life, and I'm not scared at all. If you are scared, if you are a chicken, they will kill you, they will throw you out. You must have your say, and you must fight for what is right. I'm not scared at all, and yes, I'm doing this also for my family, so they can have a future. My son and the other children of Romania, they have a future in this beautiful country. King Charles came many times to Romania.
I've come to love Romania. Your culture and art, your heritage and history, your sweeping landscapes and priceless biodiversity. Romania has retained in its ancient forests, pristine countryside, and through some remarkable examples of sustainable farming, an incomparable richness of nature. This is still home to many species of flora and fauna that have disappeared or are threatened elsewhere in Europe and the world, which makes it all the more precious.
And in many Englishmen, Charles Oatley, and they said it's one of the most beautiful countries in the world. But still, Romanians cannot live in their country. This is not just, and this is why I'm fighting.
Do you worry that Romania in 2025 is moving closer towards Romania pre-1989? I was speaking to some people in the streets, and they say, the reason they're voting for you is that it's a genuine concern. They are worried the country's going back towards that.
You can imagine to have annulled elections. It's clearly a step back, and we are returning to an authoritarian regime. Of course, we are worried. I had other subjects I campaigned about last year. I didn't dream in my nightmares that I will be campaigning for democracy and freedom. This is crazy. People died in Romania to have democracy, to have free elections, and now some sort of dictators, some sort of ayatollahs like in Iran tell us who can be a candidate and who cannot, depending on their public statements. Everybody has the right to think however they want. Me, I fought a lot with the Russian propaganda in Chisinau, in the Republic of Moldova, but I don't see any reason why pro-Russian, even if we don't have such candidates, but if there is a guy who loves Russia, he is able to run if he is voted by the people. This is democracy. I believe you have much more experience. You have a history of a democratic rule in Great Britain, and you can find it unimaginable for the human dignity to have annulled elections, to humiliate the people in such a manner.
Well, you mentioned there about, if someone loves Russia, the mainstream media often portrays you as a pro-Russian asset, or you work for Putin. What do you make of those claims? Are they false or?
Unfortunately, I'm not a Russian-loving individual. It's not, I say unfortunately, because it's not good to hate. But I have many things for which I have resentment towards the Russians under the Tsarist Empire, under the Soviet Union, under the current Russian Federation of Vladimir Putin. So I just love my country, and I want to be a part of the alliances we are now, but not as second-class citizens, but as people with dignity.
How do your European partners take your stance on the Ukraine-Russia war? Because you've been very outspoken about how you want no more money going to Ukraine for arms, you want peace. What sort of things do they say to you? Are they trying to get you in?
Depends. Our conservative, sovereignist, patriotic partners understand our position, because I think we know the best how Russia thinks. They want the escalation of conflict. They are feeding from chaos, from creating conflicts and frozen conflicts. It's not a solution after 3 years, as we can see, to feed this war and feed the military industrial complex. The solution is to have a ceasefire, to stop unnecessary civilian deaths, and to speak about peace.
And talking more about, voters in Romania, when people speak to you on the street, because that was another thing I noticed yesterday, everyone who wanted to talk to you, you gave your time to, whether they were heckling you, which there's only a few of them I noticed, or whether they were like, oh, you're getting my vote. Why do people say they're voting for you? What reasons are they for voting for you?
Different reasons. They are voting for democracy, for liberty. Some they are voting to make justice for Călin Georgescu. Some are poor people who want a future for themselves. or for their children. The parents don't want their children to be abused, to be mutilated, like transgender operations, or they don't want their children to go away after finishing school in the Western Europe, or they don't want their children to be victims of drug trafficking. They need somebody that loves the Romanian people and doesn't want to become wealthy, doesn't want to profit from their misery.
That brings you on to an interesting point about a lot of people, they campaign on foreign reasons. Do you think the biggest threat to Romania is internal or external right now?
It's like the Trojan Wars. Of course, the enemy cannot beat you if it is not inside your territory. I think the enemy is not an external threat, but inside. So we must be left to decide our own fate. This is democracy, and if we decide bad, we will have to deal with the consequences. No Emmanuel Macron or Ursula von der Leyen can decide for the Romanian people.
And finally, let's say you win, either on Monday or in a few weeks' time. If you can achieve one thing in power, what would it be?
Respect for my people and for common sense. It is important that the Romanian people are respected worldwide because we are hardworking, we are hospitable people, and we want to be treated as equal by the other European and free world nations.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.